like that little adventure, though.
Oh, I did write this.
Who, Mortished? Is that relation?
Yeah. This is Maine McClure and Lula Mortished.
I mean, that's late 1800s. Who are those people?
Maine McClure was Ralph McClure's mother.
Oh.
Ralph and Ross's mother.
Why in the world would Aunt Alice have that picture?
They were related somehow. They were related to McClures and the Mortished.
Lula. Oh, it's Elmer's cousins.
Right. The only Mortished I ever, they live in California. And I never knew them. Charlie was in the European Theater in service.
Elmer Stone's the guy at the top here. Nobody knows anybody else on this picture. October 1910, eating watermelon. Yeah, we were watching shows on D-Days. On D-Day. And this is Elmer and a woman, unknown woman. So it's Mom's grandpa, my great-grandpa. That's not Mary?
No, I think he must have been given that.
Just a ride?
Yeah. If you thought it was the Green Fawn, is that what you thought?
This is Grandpa, Bud Stone's sister, Alice, my aunt, great aunt, the creek.
Up a creek or in a creek?
I don't know what kind of car that is. You know, Mom?
It's a Chevy.
And there's Uncle Charlie in his uniform. So he was in Africa, wasn't he?
He's in Europe.
He didn't do D-Day. He went in after.
No, he's in France or Italy. Yeah.
Well, let's find those pictures.
What pictures?
The ones of him in the war.
Well, the thing of it was, he sent Alice those letters.
Here, look at these.
And they had snipped out any definition for any place that he had ever been. Any location. Snipped out of the letter. Okay.
Is there war photos there?
These are school photos. Now this is a wedding picture.
Oh, now I know who the rights are. Go ahead.
I wonder who that is. That's an old picture. I think this is Mom's wedding picture, and I didn't realize it was his nose who stood up with him.
Here's that picture, the only picture of
This came from that snapshot.
Mary.
Boy, this past ages. This is. Now this is Granddad and Emmy standing in front of the old.
You know who this is?
Huh? Who's that? Somebody with hair.
That's me in 8th grade. Me? Christopher? Yeah.
Yeah. Here's Granddad and Emmy in front of the old house, which was that historic landmark. It used to be Governor Looker's house or something. Maybe it's historic green.
Oh, that's some kind of historical.
Yeah. They're going to preserve it.
So that's your great-grandpa. Your grandpa.
My grandpa. Granddad and Emmy. His wife, second wife.
What was his name?
Elmer. 1951's on that picture. That must have been off.
Is that your wedding photo?
No. Yeah, it is. I think that's your wedding day. I think that's the dress that you wore. Alice and Ed Nose stood up with you.
October 22nd, 1922, wasn't it? No, 32.
32.
This little lady right here got married on this day.
Oh, what's that road on the back? Yeah, look on the back. Turn it around. What's it say? Mildred's wedding, it says. Yeah, you wrote that. That's your handwriting. Bud, Mildred Lytle, Alice Stone, and Ed Nose. 10/22/1932. We don't have a big picture anymore.
And here's that same couple, you and Bud.
Oh.
Isn't that a good one?
Boy, I listen to the young kid.
Yep. You guys recognize Mildred right here? That was probably early 70s.
Huh?
You're probably in your 60s there, right? Or early 60s? Or late 50s? Here's Uncle Charlie in the war. World War II.
This is an interesting picture here.
Uncle Charlie. Not in D-Day, but he went over to Europe. We need to look him up.
This is Elmer, my granddad, and I always thought he looked a lot like Burt Lancaster. At that same time.
Elmer Stone.
And here is Elmer with Alice as a baby sitting on horseback.
Were these in that sack?
Yeah. All these came out at one thing. Alice is a baby there.
It looks Amish. Elmer, Pop, and Alice. So I guess Alice wrote that. So how much older was Alice? When was she born?
Early.
So this is 1910 or something? 1909? What barn is that? It's a lot of hay. Look at that.
I don't know that barn. Alice on a horse. This is a picture of Alice also. This is Alice. There's that little dog. I think that's Jippy. I think Jippy was the white dog. I don't know who that other brown dog was. Dad was a cute baby. This is his christening picture or whatever they called it then.
Paul Lester Stone. Bud. Stoney, my grandpa.
And this is an interesting picture because it's got the names on the back. That's Dad on the left. And then a right next to him and Byron Roop. Was that it? No, uh-huh.
So yeah, Paul Stone is my grandpa here. Mildred's husband. Jeanie's dad.
Well, here's this couple.
And there's Aunt Alice.
Byron Roop was the baker in Harrison for years.
Oh, he was?
He played Santa Claus all the time.
He did?
This is Grandpa and Grandma Stone, so these are Dad's parents. The little lady with the glasses that we're seeing.
So that's my great-great-grandpa and your great-grandpa.
Grandpa and Grandma Stone.
You recognize these people? That's Bud's grandparents. Did you know them? You don't remember Bud's grandparents, or do you?
Yeah. Okay, this is John, Grandpa and Grandma Stone, James and Alice, their first names. This is Grandpa's twin brother, John, and his wife, Lib. They were twin brothers.
Those two are twins? I need to scan this. Just get a history.
And this is Grandma Stone. Here's you and Dad. I don't know where that is, out on the road someplace.
It's funny, her little dress there.
That's them, Grandpa and Grandma Stone.
Did you ever meet them?
No. They were gone.
Yeah, I got that.
They had a fur collar on.
Yeah,
This is Dad, Mom, Alice, and that's either Everett or Ray. Is that Everett there on the left, or is that Ray? More likely Everett, I guess.
Where?
Dan and Mom and Shirley. This is Alice, and that's you. That's Dad holding Shirley. And that's Everett or Ray.
Here's Uncle Charlie. Look at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the funniest was when the one of Sheila's pop-off. When he was on, when they
Stand
colored
on
it
that
like
porch.
that. Yeah. The man picture.
Rhoda Reese. That's who that Alice's friend
Alice's
is.
friend you live with.
Because here's a whole bunch members of the serving club. These are Alice's friends. You never know this. Irene Wrestler, Dorothy Wrestler, Opal Wrestler, and Laura Radcliffe, Edna Rodebush, Rhoda Reese, Rhoda Reese, Alice, Blanche Man Control Wrestlers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's it.
Let me show you Mildred here. That's this lady right here, 80 years ago.
oh, yeah.
Can you believe that?
What? There's some tragic story about a Laura Radcliffe. Remember Laura Radcliffe? You always told me a story about what a pretty girl she was, and something happened to her. She died tragically.
You say she died.
Yeah, when she was young. These are all a bunch of Alice's friends. But Rhoda Reese was the one that I met. Who came
Boy,
into town.
this picture,
Yeah,
that's not a good picture.
it's something else.
Do you have any orders?
Just keeping them in that sack.
This is a school picture. Here's another school picture. 1912 and 1915.
Who? No, but there's Bud right there. Your husband, Elmer.
Oh,
Hey, now
this looks like Alice right here in the middle of that.
It's like high school, huh? Alice Norrish. Here's Charlie Norrish, first grade. Actually older than that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. There's Alice. Who's the old lady down there? Members of Service Club.
I didn't know Alice had a club like that. Just a little group of friends.
So Aunt Alice is in a little club here, doing something.
Well, they've got all the names on that.
Yeah, everybody's name was on the back of that one. You want to see it?
Yeah, see if you know any of those girls.
And all the names are on the back.
Here's an article I've never seen before.
Huh?
The Harrison Ramblers Plant Trees. Harrison Press, April 11th, 1968. Jim Page, Paul Stone, Cecil Sturgill, and Howard Heinz.
Yeah.
25 members of the Harrison Ramblers joined the four men in planting 50 assorted trees. Thus received their conservation badges for their efforts. Look at this. Jim Page is the conservation chairman of the Ramblers Club. Paul Stone, the wagon master.
Oh, yeah.
What's a wagon master? What's that mean?
Round them up and head them to home.
Is that what it means?
I don't
Kind
know.
of in charge of.
So yes, here's my grandpa, Paul Stone, the wagon master. Stony. Oh, that's good stuff. Do you know any of those girls, Grandma?
No.
Here's Aunt Alice.
That's Alice.
Yeah, it's a glamour shot.
I like it. Who's this little boy here? Oh, is that Steve?
Yeah.
Elmer.
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to go there. What's on the back right now?
The back.
It says Pop and Stephen, 77 years old, and Stephen is 1 year old. 1957, July. Mrs. Charles Norris, 15 Bonham Road, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45215. I remember Bonham Road. Joey still tells the story about how Aunt Alice had that 25-pound bag of concrete in the basement, and she was chipping away like Shawshank Redemption.
He's taking out pieces.
Yeah, with a little cup of cement at a time and dumping it. Whoops. Mrs. Elmer Stone, what is his address? RFD 3 Harrison, and a Cincinnati Pike.
rural free delivery, Route 3. At, oh,
Aunt Caroline Stone Cold. You know her? So, explain this address. Did you know that when you were a kid?
except it was RR1, Rural Route 1, or Rural Route 3 when I was a kid.
Rural Farm Drive?
No, rural free delivery. What that stood for. Aunt Caroline Stone Cold. That's Aunt Caroline.
When did they add zip codes?
This is Aunt Caroline, Mom. She,
Did you know her?
yeah. Does that look like Aunt Caroline? That's what it says. See, with these, there's names on the back of all these.
All right, ending part 2 right now.